Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Blue Ice Talks. I'm Blue and I like to talk about figure skating. In today's video, to celebrate 500 subscribers, I'm finally doing a rescoring video, this time of Anna Shcherbakova's free program from the European Championships in 2022. As always, I'm not a trained judge and I had some technical difficulties doing this, so please do let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments and try rescoring it yourself along with me. Okay, so hi everyone. I said I would do a rescoring video to celebrate 500 subscribers, and one of the biggest requests I got was for a rescoring of an Eteri girl at the Winter Olympics. The problem with this is that last time I used an Olympic program, I got a copy strike. Even when I submitted an appeal, it was rejected. So I don't really want to risk that again. So what I've decided to do is to score an Eteri Girls program from the competition just before the Winter Olympics. So this is going to be Anna Shcherbakova's free skate from the European Championships. Now, one problem that I've found is that the ISU really deletes everything, so I've had to go hunting for all of them, but I've managed to find the grade of execution. This says 2020 to 21 season. I had a look at the communication that supersedes this one, and it was for 2022 to 2023, so this is still valid. Then I've got the normal scale of values. Again, it says 2019 to 20, but the one that supersedes this is from 2022 to 2023. And then I've got the components chart as well. This one says 2024. I couldn't find an earlier one, but they are pretty much the same. It's only some minor adjustments, so I'm keeping it. And then I'm going to use this skate calculator along with Anna's actual protocol from the event, so a little bit different. I've not used this one as much, so we'll try it and we'll see what happens. The commentary is quite quiet on this, I'm very sorry. Okay, so Anna did a quad flip. If you've seen my rescoring videos before, you know that I like to look at the jumps in 0.25 speed, so we can properly see edges and everything like that. Okay, I kind of paused that at a really good time. I don't know if you guys saw, but the inside edge was good, like a solid inside edge. The rotation on the ice, you can see she's using a full blade, which is not great technique. And if we keep going, we can probably see where she takes off. That's the halfway mark, and she's only just come off. And I would say that's either a Q or an under. You can see from the ice mark as well and how her ankle wobbled, it wasn't a good landing. So bearing in mind, I'm going to give it a Q. I'm going to be nice. You know that I can sometimes be quite harsh. I'll be nice and give it a Q. But let's watch again in real time. Yeah, that ankle definitely wobbled. So this is a quad flip. Oh, this doesn't have a Q. Interesting. Anyway, because the Q doesn't actually impact the base value, we'll go through the GOE and assign the GOE, and we'll be just like the judges, missing out the Q. So, good height and length. I think it was pretty good height and length. Can't give her good takeoff and landing, and I can't give her effortless, just because of how much she had to fight with that ankle wobble. The entry wasn't particularly creative, but there were some nice transitions to it. There was good body position, and I think it did match the change in the music, so +3 until we look at the deductions. For this, landing on the quarter, well, okay, we're down to +1. Poor takeoff, we have to deduct for this because it was over rotated on the ice and the full blade was used, so I'll give her -2 on that, so we're down to -1 at the moment. I think I'll leave it at -1, and if I'm wrong you guys can tell me and that's fine. So let's keep going. Okay, so her triple flip, triple toe. If this is a triple lutz, I'm going to look so silly right now. Let's watch it slowly. Inside edge, so what's it actually called as? Oh, it is called as a flip. Okay, phew. Triple flip. Again, you can see that she leaves the ice at about the half mark. But that looked fully rotated to me. Yeah, over rotation and full blade assist on that toe loop. But I think that was missing rotation, but not enough for a mark. So let's just watch it again in real time. I think you have to watch it in a combination of different speeds just to properly understand the jump. Okay, so we have triple flip plus triple toe. Again, I think that no rotation issues for that one, so nothing I can enter in there. Good height and length, yeah, it looked pretty good. I again can't give her good takeoff and landing. I can give her effortless. Again, the entry wasn't super creative. I think she had a good body position. I'm not the biggest fan of people using ribbons to help them rotate, but she looked pretty nice doing it, and I think it matched the music, so we're capped at +3. Then down to deductions. So poor takeoff, as it was on both jumps, I have to go on the higher end of the deduction, so I have to give her -3, which takes us down to a 0 overall. I think that's as fair as I can be here. So we're building up our tech score on this side. How are we comparing? Yeah, judges gave it +4s and +3s, so I guess I'm being quite harsh. And Judge 7 gave a +4 for the quad flip when I gave a -1. But let's keep going. Some really lovely transitional elements throughout, not just plain skating. I also really love this costume. I think it's beautiful and you can see through the screen how much it sparkles. Okay, double axel. Some really nice choreography just before it. Oh, she leaves the ice at about the quarter mark. That's absolutely fine. Oh, was under rotated. I need to rewatch that. She rotates so quickly. This is really difficult. Ugh. I'm so sorry you're just watching me rewatch this jump so many times. I think from the ice mark she was okay, but that was very ambiguous. Let me watch it again in real time, see if that helps. Yeah, I think she was fine. I think I'm just being very nitpicky today, guys. So, double axel. We've got good height and length, yes. Good takeoff and landing, yes. It looked effortless to me. Good creative entry, good body position, and I think it matched the music, to be honest, because again, the changes on the music. So I am giving Anna's double axel a +5. What did the judges give her? Judges gave her, okay, so I am being nicer than the judges. They gave +4s, +3s. So I'm not that mean, guys, I promise. Let's keep going. Oh, that was her choreo sequence? This feels more like the choreo sequence section to me. Okay, I want to rewatch it as a whole choreo sequence, if that makes sense. What's going on today? Very good use of her whole body. I especially like the section transitioning from the Y spiral to the Kerrigan spiral. So, where are we at? So we've got our choreo sequence, and it's a level 1. I almost gave her a level 4 there. That would not have been good. Creativity and originality I will give. I think it matches the character of the music and the concept. I think she had good energy, good flow, good execution. Good ice coverage, yes, she was kind of in one half of the rink. I think it wasn't awful, so I won't give her that one, but I'm being harsh. Good clarity and precision, yes, and really good commitment of her whole body. So I am going to give her a +5 on her choreo sequence. And what did the judges give? The judges +4s, +3s, and Judge 9, who apparently didn't like it. Alright, let's keep going. So I think I've stopped it just before a jump. So I will just go back a little bit and watch the actual lead up into the jump. Another double axel, very nice. Oh, that's such a lovely picture, isn't it? Let's watch the double axel slowly. Nice transitions into it. Off the ice at the quarter mark, I am absolutely happy with that. And I think she's down, she's good, fully rotated. Again, her double axels are really lovely. I like how she held the edge on that for, like, normally there are so many transitions within a Terry's students' jumps in and out. I love sometimes just a held edge. I think it's beautiful. So we've got good height and length, yes. Good takeoff and landing, yes. It looked effortless. A creative entry because it was coming out of the choreo sequence. Good body position. I think it matched the music. I'm again going to give it a +5. So double axels are really, really winning right now. Double axels and the choreo sequence. So let's keep going. Really nice change of edge on the camel spin. Just before she changes character, let's score this one. So it is a camel spin, flying camel spin. I'm not the best at identifying my spins, so I was just double checking with the judges. I agree that it's a level 4. good speed and acceleration. She maintained her speed really, really well. She had very good, clear positions. It looked effortless. Centering wise, she wandered a little bit, so I'm not going to give it to her, but I'm not going to deduct because she didn't move that much. It wasn't overly creative. I don't know how creative you can really be with a flying camel spin, but I think it matched the music, so I'll give her a +4. Okay, let's keep going. I love that tiny little bit of choreo where she changes her face. It's one of, I mean, you guys know I don't like Danny G's choreography. That's one of the best pieces in my opinion. Alright, let's have a look at the triple lutz triple loop. I mean, I love how this, with the speed change of the music, her whole character changes. Oh, that's not a clear edge. That looks like an inside edge to me. And that's over half rotated on the ice. And I would give a Q if I could give a Q. On the loop, she's about like half rotation, which is fine for a loop. Oh, that looked under. Oh, that's the Lutz. Yeah, that's definitely under. So we have triple. No, that's a spin. I'm very sorry. Jumps. Hello. 1 second, guys. Okay, I managed to fix it. So I said triple Lutz with the wrong edge plus a triple loop under, and then let's rewatch it in normal speed to get our grades of execution. Okay, so good height and length. I loved the triple Lutz. I think it had more height than the triple loop, but I will give her this. I can't give her good takeoff and landing. You know why I can't. And I can't really give her effortless throughout because that triple loop did look quite laboured. The entry wasn't super creative, so I won't give her that. She did have good body position and it did match the music, so we are up to +3. Then, oh dear, so we have the wrong edge, so I will give her a -2 for that one. And we have the under rotation, so we are down to -1. And then we have the poor takeoff on the Lutz. Again, it had both the full blade and the over rotation, so I'll give a -2. So -2, -2, -2. So we're down to -3. Let me just double check. This was in the second half. I almost missed her bonus there. Okay, let's keep going. Back to normal speed, yes. I love the like fire in Anna's eyes at this point. And Anna has a really nice Euler. That's something that I don't particularly like about Alexandra Trusova is her Euler. I really like Anna's Euler. Okay, let's watch her combination slowed down. It's clearly an inside edge. This is meant to be a triple flip. Okay, good. Okay, good. That looked like an over-rotated takeoff as well. Yeah, you can see that does look like a full blade and it does look over-rotated. But it was clean. Her Euler was very neat. She's off at the halfway mark for the Salchow, which I'm happy with. Ooh, I would give a Q if I could. Actually, no, it looks okay. I'm just being mean, it looks fine. Okay, so we have a triple flip plus Euler plus triple Salchow in the second half. Let's assign the grade of execution. So good height and length, they looked pretty good. Again, I can't give her good takeoff. Effortless, the rhythm was really nice between the 3 jumps. The entry wasn't super creative, but it wasn't bad, like she wasn't telegraphing. She had good body position, and I think it matched the music. So we're up to +3. And then for the poor takeoff, I will give her a -2 again for this one. So I will give her a +1 overall. Okie dokie. What did the judges give? They gave her 3s, 1 4 and 1 2. So I'm not too far off. Let's keep going. Final jumping pass coming up. Right, well that definitely matched the music. We don't need to even think about that one. That definitely did. Lovely camera angle for me. That is a flat edge. That is over half rotation. But this looks like she's just on the toe pick. Yeah, more than half rotation for a Lutz. But she's fully rotated, landing. So let's rewatch it in normal speed. Okay, so yeah, a fully rotated triple Lutz with an unclear edge. Where is the unclear button? Oh, there isn't one. Okay, I will make a note of the difference in score between an unclear and the edge call. So no official difference really. The unclear doesn't have a reduction in the actual base value, so we'll leave it here like this for now, but remember that I've added an exclamation mark, you just can't see it. Let's do the GOE. So good height and length, looked pretty good. Good takeoff and landing, again I can't give. It looked pretty effortless. The entry wasn't super creative. She had a good body position and it absolutely matched the music. I said that before we looked at the replay, so +3 again. We have unclear edge. I can't give a sign, but if I could give a sign I would, so I'll give her -1. Then poor takeoff, I'm going to give her -2 for that because of both. Actually no, I'll give her -1 for that because it was only the over rotation and not a full blade takeoff. But other than that, it was pretty good, so that gives us a +1 overall. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so pretend there's an exclamation mark here. There isn't. I'm very sorry. And let's keep going. What did the judges give her? +4s. Okay. Never mind. Okay, so we're into the steps. Let's keep an eye on Anna's edges. They're not bad. I would like to have seen deeper edges throughout this. And less 2-foot skating, but okay. So I agree with the judges that it's a step sequence level 4. For me, the edges definitely were lacking, so I wouldn't say deep edges. There were clean steps and turns, but the edges were not deep. It matched the music. It was effortless. There was good energy, good flow. It wasn't especially creative, but there was really good commitment of her body, and she did accelerate and decelerate well. So a good +3 there. I don't think there are any deductions, to be honest. No, everything was pretty good. So a +3 for her step sequence. Okay, let's keep going. I want to rewatch that whole spin because we kind of stopped partway through it. Okay, so there was an initial little travel. That's part of the problem with skating over a logo, is that people can see when you travel. But after that initial bit, she stayed really well centered. Okay, just double checking, it is, yeah, a flying combination spin, flying change of foot combination spin. Level 4. So good speed, yes, she had really good speed. She didn't lose it through positions. She had good clear positions. It was effortless. I won't give her a centered spin just because I'm being mean. Creativity and originality, not many people do that final spin position, so I will give her that, and I think it matched the music. So I'm going to give her a +5 for this one. Let's keep going. A bit of a travel there. And there you can see in relation to this logo. Let's just watch that final spin again. Okay. I liked Anna's program. It was really, really lovely. So foot combination spin level 4. For this one, so good speed and acceleration. Yeah, she didn't lose her speed throughout. She had good controlled clear positions, looked pretty effortless. It was not centered. It was creative because, again, not many people do the illusion position, and it matched the music. So I will give her a +5 for that, but we have to deduct for the travelling. So it's a -1 to a +4, which, okay, a +4 is pretty good, but I can't give her a +5 for it. So I gave her 81 points for for her technical score, sorry. She had 94 up here. What did the judges give her finally? Yeah, 94.1. So now let's go to the components. So for her composition, and this was, okay, this was back when we had all 5. So my little components chart, it is somewhat outdated with just the 3, but given some of the comments for these ones, we can still score. It's fine. The problem here is that I can't score them all, but factor-wise, they should be okay. I can just adjust it a little bit to sort of cover all of the areas. So if I was scoring her traditionally, if I was scoring skating skills, transition, performance, composition, interpretation, I would give her skating skills an 8, transitions an 8.5, performance and interpretation I'd give a 9, and composition I would give an 8 as well. So to try and sort of adjust this, I'm going to do my best to put this into this format. So for composition, I'm going to stick to what I had before and give it an 8.5. Why is that a 10? 8. Come on. There we go. Modern technology, guys, modern technology. Again, for presentation, I'm going to give her a 9. And for skating skills, I'm going to give her an 8. Again, this does kind of cover everything else. Just give me 1 minute to find what actual factor I'm putting in, because I cannot remember. Okay, so I had a look from like previous ones. It's 2.67, but this won't let me put in a 2.67, so I'm just going to round it up to 2.7. That it works close enough. So if we have a look at this would give her a score of 150.15 overall, and the judges gave her 168.37. So I think I've been quite harsh. I've called lots of different parts. So her jumps, some of them I've knocked off a bit for like the takeoffs and things, whereas the judges haven't. But yeah, this is my rescoring. I'm so sorry it's been chaotic. I'm using totally new calculators and all of the ISU stuff is disappeared, so please forgive me and please let me know in the comments if you disagree or if you've rescored yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you have a topic you'd like me to cover, please do let me know in the comments or on social media. I know the Olympics is going on. I'm going to cover all of it at the end. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!